Kia ora, I'm Warren Slater and I'm standing for Mayor for Whangarei in the October elections. I've been involved and gone along to council meetings for the last 5.5 years, and to be honest, I don't believe you, the ratepayer, are getting fair representation. That's what you elected your officials for. So that's the reason why I'm standing, because I think we need better representation. Number one, I want honest representation. The people in this town are very important. We need better transparency and accountability. I don't think we've been having that when we see council meetings that only last 6 or 7 or 8 minutes. I mean, that's just not really up to the standard that I expect. Number two, in my opinion, we need to reduce debt. This will keep our rates down while we provide for our needs rather than wants. And we also need to retain some of our assets. Those assets have been bought by our previous generations, and we need to keep those assets, if they're viable, for our future generations. Number three, 3 points. Encourage dialogue with people. And I know that we'll get better decision making if we encourage better with the community. In cases I think the actual dialogue has been after the decisions have been made, and I think it needs to be at the beginning, because as I said before, the residents are the stakeholders. Now number four to me is the harbour, and it's not the most minor of...
I heard harbour. Oh, Warren, I thought it's you.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it's not interrupting at
I
all.
want to talk to you.
Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk to me about?
About the harbour. That's what I heard. You know, there was 4 sewage spill this month.
I know. It's not good enough, is it?
No, it's, you know, we live here, and I think something has to be done.
Yeah, I'm Warren, so you have met me before at the submission processes. And your name was Renata, that's right, yeah. Look, Renata, we're just doing a bit of a video shoot here. Yeah. As soon as we've finished this, would it be convenient for me to come down and we have a bit of a chat about it?
Yes.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Whereabouts are you?
You see on the sea dock?
Yes.
The boat's over there?
Yes.
There's our boat.
Okay. On sea dock. I'll come down and we'll have a chat when we're finished here, and that'll be great.
That would be
great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
see you later.
My pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you. You know, in 10, 20, 30 years' time, we've got people that rely on our harbour for their seafood, for their fishing, for their recreation, and if you've got all those things happening, you're going to have a healthy generation. So, look, as I said, it's number 4, when I've just mentioned it as number 4, but really deep in my heart, it's number 1. I was approached late June by an elected official in Whangarei and asked to stand down as a candidate for mayoralty. The reason being that they didn't want to split the votes, and that the big business people in this town had put a candidate forward, their opinion high profile, and well, it was explained to me that there was a big pot of money for a big campaign, and if I stood as a councillor, I would be guaranteed a good position on that person's council.
I'm the man behind the curtain, the one who pulls the strings. Got my finger on the button, but my mind's on other things. I'm the most impressive.
I will not be bought by anybody. I am independent and I want to represent the people. And I ask myself, is it the system that's corrupt? Or is it some in the system that aren't up to the standards that we should be looking at? And as I say, I will not be bought, and I am standing as an independent for those reasons. Yeah, well, I mean, we've been going to council meetings since 2005, and we weren't really that impressed with the lack of transparency, so we started writing letters to the media, and we've had some 70 odd letters published. We've done guest editorials, we've been following the sewerage issue, and I mean, it's just, people get criticised for asking questions, and just recently they've come up with some horrendous charges for asking under the Official Information Act, But if you don't ask, you don't know, because there's been nothing comes out at the council meetings, or very little information. And I'm sorry, I don't apologise for having to ask under the Official Information Act, and neither should other people, because I mean, we need to know to make informed decisions and to inform the people of Whangarei. I mean, it's just an avenue that we've had to use. I mean, we followed the different meetings around unitary authority meetings. You've even got the council now, the newspapers saying what's happening. I mean, the cartoonists are getting in on the act because people are treating our sewerage issue as a joke. And I mean, it's not a joke, it's a real serious issue. And we've just got to just keep people informed and keep people aware. And yeah, as I say, we've written plenty of letters, and they have actually touched on some pretty hot topics at times, and we're very, very pleased about that. We've kept a lot of articles from all the sewerage issues. There's been so many articles in the paper, not just from us, from many other concerned residents, but we've kept quite a record of that. And, you know, I mean, it's just...
Oh, it goes on, you know, we've got, what, 3 or 4 of these scrapbooks full of stuff, because we've tried to keep up to date with the issue. And that one there was really interesting. It was actually an artist who did a feature on the beach. Now, where was that, Warren?
That was out towards Whangarei, and it was brilliant. I mean,
yeah.
This is just people perceive things differently, but he had to say something about the polluted harbour. But there's just so many articles that have been sent in by very responsible citizens with concerns.
No, that's not a very nice picture, is it? You know, I mean, these are the sort of things that Warren would like to get in and change. I mean, that's not a good look. Not a good look at all. And although they have been doing a few things, it's been going on for too long, and I feel it's going to just keep, you know, getting dragged out. So hope it all happens.
The media does appear to be very supportive of the issue. And I mean, there's headlines, beaches polluted. I mean, sewage plan seriously flawed. Have your say. It's a photo of our march. We had 500 people through town. It was absolutely brilliant.
It was an awesome day to see all those people come together like that.
Yeah, and we had pipers, Scottish pipers there, and it was just septic tank trucks. And it was actually good to see the people up in arms about such a serious problem.
Yeah,
and we must focus on it.
Oh, well, it'd be nice to turn something really negative into something positive, wouldn't it?
That's right. I mean, it is an issue, and I think it's because you can't put a nice bronze plaque on it, say officially opened by so-and-so. They tend to neglect it. I mean, if they've got another project that they want to build and put a big sign up saying opened by such and such and such and such a day, it all looks good and gives the warm fuzzies. Sewerage is not a sexy subject. It's buried in the ground, and that's probably why they don't want to spend money on it. But it's well past replacement time, and it's got to be fixed, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be expensive, and we must look at it and put a plan into action and budget for it accordingly.
Standing as an independent suggests that you will be representing the whole of the community. You're not answerable to any pressure groups or affiliations.
That's correct. Yeah, no. My campaign's very modest. It's self-funded. There's no big money pot coming from big business or any other business in this town. I'm very supportive of local businesses. But yeah, you're right. Actually, what I want to do is represent the whole community, honestly and fairly. And there's no pressure, and there's no strings from anybody. No one's going to be pulling the strings. I just want to listen to what the people of this town want, and from that, I will actually be representing them as best as I can in the best way that I know.
Very good.